Two
area matchup.
by-district playoffs here in Bishop, Texas.
Player number 7, Kaylin DeLeon.
Up first at the plate is going to be Kaylin DeLeon for the Corpus Christi London Lady Pirates. As we start game 2, that pitch is going to be high and up for ball number 1. On the plate is going to be number 15, Karina Cavazos. Cavazos started the game last time, or started game 1 here earlier today. It's about 3:43, and we start game 2. Pitch number 2, low and into the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 count now for DeLeon. DeLeon didn't get to bat last time in game 1, so she has her first at-bat of the day here right now. She's in a 2-0 count. As she gets one off, able to sail it to shortstop, an error, and we get a base hit single right there for DeLeon to start the game. That puts runners on. And the Lady Pirates are picking up right where they left off.
That'll bring up catcher number 18, Corey Llewellyn.
Corey Llewellyn, number 18, up next. In Llewellyn's last outing, she went 2 for 2. She had a single in her second at-bat along with an RBI, and then a single in her last at-bat. She gets one off right past the third baseman. An error by the left fieldman. Have a runner rounding first. Looks like she's going to have an RBI double there off the bat. And there goes the Lady Pirates. Up 1-0 quickly after Llewellyn has a nice RBI double to start the game. And then she picks up right where she left off as well.
Baseman number 4, Nora Garcia.
Now up next at the plate is going to be number 4, Nora Garcia. And that first pitch goes low into ball number 1. Garcia was 1 for 1 last game and a single and a walk. Let's see what she can do here in game number 2. As that goes up high for ball 2. Starting off in a 2-0 count. As that ball rolls off of the dirt, we're going to have ball number 3 now. Garcia's working with a runner on second base. No outs, and already up 1-0. There goes ball number 4, and Garcia's going to walk her way to first base. And then that's going to bring on number 8, Kiki Salinas.
For the third baseman, number 8, Kiki Salinas.
Salinas had a monster game. She was able to bring in an RBI triple at her second at bat, and she had a 2 RBI double. She'll bring in a bunch of girls here in the last outing. Let's see if she can do that and repeat here in game number 2 as Corpus Christi London won 18-1 as they had a 5-inning mercy rule. So they ended it early. It's currently a 2-0 count, and she's safe at third, so that advances runners from 1-2 to 3-2. There goes Salinas right over the head of the third baseman again. And another RBI double for her. as the Pirates pick up now. 3-0 is the score right now.
First baseman number 16, Katie McBride.
Now Katie McBride coming up to the plate now, up next. Sorry for that, a little bit of internet issues. We got it all squared away. We're back here. McBride in a 3-0 count. Corpus Christi, London up 3-0. Right now with a runner on third. And there goes ball number 4, and McBride's going to walk her way to first base.
I'll put runners at the corners for the center fielder, number 6, Sarah Elizondo.
Runners on first and third now. And Sarah Elizondo, number 6, is up next at the plate. There goes McBride stealing second with ease, so runners on second and third now. And Elizondo looking at a 1-0 count right now. As that goes back into the dirt, rolling off, taking a couple bounces into the catcher's glove. It's going to be ball 2, so a 2-0 count for Elizondo. And that goes high up over the catcher, not able to get it, field it correctly. It's going to make that ball number 3. Elizondo on a 3-0 count now. And there goes Elizondo as she fields it straight to third, and we have a runner coming in. That's going to be an out. She sacrificed herself, but she's going to bring in another run. That's going to start us off 4-0 for the Lady Patriots, the Lady Pirates. It's going to be number 12, Vanessa Sanchez, up next. Sanchez was 1 for 2 at the plate with an RBI and a single at the in game number 1. She was only in for 2 at bats. As that rose for ball number 1. She has runners on only third base right now. As we get ball number 2, catcher was looking over to third base, unable to get the out. It's going to be a 2-0 count. Nothing's going to change here. As she hits one off straight to first base, not able to get there in time. And that's going to be out number 2, but she's going to bring in another sacrifice run right there. McBride's going to come in for score number 5 for the Pirates.
Left fielder number 13,
Olivia Perez is up next. Perez had to duck down way for that one. Looked like it almost hit the back of her head, luckily, and thank God it didn't. She's in a 1-0 count right now. 2 outs, no runners on, up 5-0. Make that a 2-0 count. Ball goes outside of the strike zone. It's actually going to be ball number 3. So a 3-0 count there, signaled by the umpire.
Ball for Pettis. She'll make her way down to first base.
There goes Pettis getting walked to first
With
base.
2 outs, that'll bring up the pitcher, number 3, Maddie Pettis.
Now Maddie Pettis going to the plate. Pettis now at the plate with 2 outs. As Pettis looks to steal second, and she does. She's safe there. So advancing to second base now. Puts a runner on second for Maddie Pettis. Olivia Pettis advanced to second. Now Maddie Pettis has and is awaiting her second pitch by Cavazos. Pettis is right now. The Pettis batting is going to be pitching in game 2. As she gets another ball thrown to her way out of the strike zone for ball number 2. Three-two count now. As Pettis is going to foul that one out for strike number 1. It was actually a 2-1 count she's in right now. Correction. As she gets one off straight to second base, and that's out number 3.
Makes a fine play over to Flores for out number 3.
The Lady Warriors able to make a play there for out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the top of the first. Lady Pirates up 5-0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first, and the Lady Warriors, their first at bat. Stay tuned, stay with us here with Real Sports Live for game number 2 of the 3A Region 4 playoffs by district round.
In a vinyl records, that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the first now. Lady Warriors up to bat. It's going to be number 5, Aaliyah Garcia, to start us off here. Pitching in game 2 for the Lady Pirates is going to be Maddie Perez. She's in the circle right now, as that's going to go low for ball number 1 off of the first pitch. And a foul ball off the bat. It's going to be strike number 1. We had a ball off the first pitch, a strike off of a foul ball, and now another ball coming up. So a 2-1 count. That puts Garcia in right now. And make that 3-1. Last couple of pitches from Pettis have been quite a bit high. Let's see if she can get that fixed here. And that's ball number 4, and she's going to walk Lady Warrior to first base.
That will bring up the catcher, number 12.
So that puts a
Brandy
runner on first
Anaya.
there for the Lady Warriors now. Brandy Anaya, number 12, up next, stepping up to the plate. And strike number 1 comes off of the first pitch to Anaya. Foul ball. A tip off of the bat. It's going to be an 0-2 count there for Anaya. And ball number 1 is going to be just a bit out of the strike zone. So we're in a 1-2 count now for Anaya. With a runner on first, no outs. Another foul ball, not going to matter. Already 2 strikes on the board. We're going to keep it at a 1-2 count. And she's going to hit one off, and they're going to call it a foul ball before anything can happen. So Anaya's going to have to come back to the plate and redo that. As she's in a 1-2 count, it's going to stay the same. A swing and a miss, strike number 3, and strikeout number 1 for Maddie Perez. As we had a runner stealing second, so we got a strikeout and a runner steal second. Now up next for the Lady Warriors is going to be Lucy Garcia, number 11,
Third
stepping up
baseman,
to the
number
plate.
11, Lucy Garcia.
As Bettis records her first strikeout. That puts one on the board there for the Lady Warriors. First pitch, ball number 1. Strike number 1 follows a 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and a runner on second for Lucy Garcia. She gets one off right between the legs of the third baseman. That's going to be an RBI double, as they're going to call Garcia safe. There at second base, a nice play there.
Good hard slice next to bag. RBI double.
That puts the Lady Warriors on the board early. They weren't able to do that in game number 1. And here they are here in game number 2.
Kylie Flores.
And strike number 1 is going to come off of the first pitch. Still 1 out on the board. And the score is now 5-1. Lady Pirates up. We're going to get ball number 2, or ball number 1 to follow, so a 2-1 count now. As we're going to have another foul ball, strike number 2. So now a 1-2 count. Correction, my bad. It's Kylie Flores right now at the plate, number 14, in a 1-2 count. That ball goes high over the head of the catcher, Llewellyn, standing up for it. It's going to make it a 2-2 even count. And it's going to be a miss right there, swinging it out to first base, and we're going to have an out at first, but a runner's going to advance to third nonetheless. So 2 outs now. Now up next is going to be number 7, Leslie Flores.
Right fielder number 7, Leslie Flores.
As ball number 1 gets thrown off of the first pitch. And ball number 2 follows back to back. 2-0 count. And strike number 1 finally comes from Bettis. So now Bettis has Flores in a 2-1 count, and just 1 strike behind the count, so she can even it up here off of this next pitch. And she is not. They're going to try and get the runner at third out, unsuccessful. That's going to be ball 3. She's going to be walked to
Ball
first.
Flores, I put runners up the corners with 2 outs For the pitcher, number 15,
It's going to bring
Karina
up number
Cavazos.
15, Karina Cavazos. As Cavazos is working with a runner on first and third with 2 outs. Hopeful not to be the third. That goes high. And they're going to get her out there at third base for out number 3. And that's going to do it here for the bottom of the first. A nice play there by the catcher and the third baseman, Wallen and Salinas, I believe. So we'll be right back here with the second inning here on Real Sports Live. Stay tuned, stay with us. We got you covered. Lady Pirates up 5-1 after 1.
To purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after, I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We're back here at Real Sports Live, top of the second now. Kaylin De Leon up to bat. She is 1 for 1 with a single with her first at bat. She fouls that one off for strike number 1. De Leon starting off with an 0-1 count. As that one's going to go out of the strike zone for ball number 1. So 1-1 count now for De Leon. As De Leon was looking to hit that one off, she thought twice about it, did not go in her favor. And that's going to ring up strike number 2. With a 1-2 count now for De Leon, she steps back into the batter's box. Hopeful not to have out number 3 here. Strike number 3. As that bounces up off of the dirt, it'll be a 2-2 even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No runners on, no outs. As she resets the lineup here to start the second inning for the Lady Pirates, excuse me. Back into the dirt for ball number 3. Now a full count for De Leon. And that's going to be ball number 4. De Leon's going to get walked to first base.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 18, Corley Llewellyn.
Now Corey Llewellyn's up next at the plate. She had an RBI and a double here. She's 1 for 1 right now. She sails that one up to center field. And that's going to be out number 2.
Out number 1.
And excuse me, that's going to be out number 1. Runner was advancing to second. She saw that out, started running back. Santa Rosa fans started screaming. That was them screaming to throw it back to first base. Let's get the out. They weren't able to get it back in time. Still 5-1. The Wallen's going to go back to the dugout, and it's going to bring up number 4, Nora Garcia now. That goes over the head. We have a runner trying to steal second, and she's going to do it with a little bit of struggle, but she's going to get there. So now a runner on second for Garcia. Garcia right now in a 2-0 count. Runner on third, 1 out. And she's going to sail that one up, and it's going to hit the top. Thank God we had a cover on us. That's going to be strike number 1 with a 2-1 count now. 1 out, runner on second. She's going to get one off, splitting second and first, going to home. Another RBI there, and she's going to RBI single for Nora Garcia.
Runner at first, 1 out.
Garcia got walked the last time. This time she got an RBI single.
Third baseman number 8, Kiki Salinas.
Now Kiki Salinas back here up. 2 RBI double. And her last at bat, she's 1 for 1. Let's see if she can repeat that here. She sends one off, fouling it, not able to keep it between the lines. That's going to be strike number 1. Going to have a runner on second there for the Lady Pirates. That ball goes over the head of the catcher, having to stand up for it for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner on first for Salinas. Once again, ball going over the head of the catcher. Going to be a 2-1 count now. Sienna sends one up left field, right into dropping it there. It's gonna be a base hit, a single. Salinas is now 2-2 at the plate.
2 on, 1 out for first baseman number 16, Katie McBride.
Katie McBride has her runners on first and second. 1 out. She got walked the last time. Let's see if she get walks here to put loaded bases on for Sarah Elizondo, who's on deck for the Lady Pirates. And she hits one straight towards the catcher, missing it. And we have a runner rounding third, and it's going to be a RBI single for McBride.
Center fielder number 6, Sarah Elizondo.
Now Elizondo, same thing, same situation. Runners on first and second for her. And she had a ground out the last time she was here. She's 0 for 1 at the plate right now. Let's see if she can change that. That ball goes just a bit high for ball number 1. Taking a couple bounces off of the ground. It's going to be ball number 2 for Elizondo. And ball number 3 is going to follow. 3 balls in a row for Sarah Elizondo, number 6. She's going to foul that one off for strike number 1. She's in a 3-1 count now. And not able to keep it between the lines once again. She's now in a full count. She's going to get walked to first on ball number 4. So Elizondo is going and making her way to first base.
For right fielder number 12, Vanessa Sanchez.
The bases are loaded now. Number 12, Vanessa Sanchez, got walked the last time she was at the plate. As ball number 1 goes on off of the first pitch. High ball right there for ball number 2. A 2-0 count. Low and into the dirt. Ball number 3. One more bad pitch from Cavazos, and she'll be bringing in another runner for the Lady Pirates. And this is going to be a foul ball. We're going to get strike number 1 on the board. And a 3-1 count for Sanchez. That's going to be ball 4. Sanchez walking her way to first base. Another point on the board for the Lady Pirates is already up 8-1.
Left fielder number 13, Olivia Perez.
Now number 13, Olivia Perez, is going to be at the plate next. She's gonna fly that up over the head of the shortstop and the second baseman. That's gonna be a 2 RBI single there for Olivia Perez. It's now a 10-1 ball game. Now only runners will be on first and second. Right now, Maddie Perez, the pitcher, is up next. Perez hits one up, hitting the fence as she's going to round second, bringing in one runner. Another runner rounding third, trying to get home. And she could have gotten home herself, had an in-the-park home run, but she wasn't able to get it. That's just a 2 RBI triple there for Maddie Perez, the pitcher. And it's going to put a lone runner, Maddie Perez herself, on third base as the lineup resets and brings on Kaylin De Leon. After being struck out in her first at-bat, Perez answered back with a 2 RBI triple. De Leon right now has a single. She's 1 for 1 with a single. Their first at bat. It's a 1-1 count now for De Leon. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runner on third. She hits one up to the third base. Shortstop going for it. And Perez could have ran home, but she decided to play it safe. I wanted to get another out. That's going to be a base hit single there for De Leon, as she's 2 for 2 at the plate now. Now up next, Corley Llewellyn. 1 for 2 at the plate, had a fly out in the last at bat. She has runners on first and third. As there's going to be another runner out there at third base. The 12-1 ball game right now. And the Wallen's going to foul that one off, not able to keep it between the white lines. It's going to be strike number 1 on the board. No balls, 1 strike. Luana's going to hit that over to the third base. And she's going to be safe at third, and Llewellyn's going to be safe at first.
And Llewellyn reaches first on the fielder's choice.
So Llewellyn answers back now, 2 for 3 at the plate.
Second baseman, number 4, Nora Garcia.
And that brings off Nora Garcia up next. She had an RBI singles, 1 for 1 right now at her last at bat. She's got runners on first and second with 2 outs. As we get ball number 1, way out of the strike zone. To start off with a 1-0 count. Two-0 count for Garcia. Here in the third at bat. Now we're gonna have out number 3, runners anticipating the pitch and the swing too early. We'll be right back here with the bottom of the second with Real Sports Live after this quick commercial break and a message from our sponsors.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques.
We are back.
Bottom of the second inning, pitcher number 15, Karina Cavazos.
Karina Cavazos up first here to start off the second inning with us. She gets her turn to the first at bat of game number 2. So we're starting off with a 1-0 count. Umpire had something to say to the pitcher. Correct her on something, I believe. And here we are, strike number 1. So 1-1 count now for Cavazos. As we're going to have another foul ball. Strike number 2. A 1-2 count now for Cavazos. As Corpus Christi London's up 12-1 right now. Here in the bottom of the second. Cavazos hitting one off to the shortstop. An error there. And a base hit right there. Single for Cavazos as she starts her at bats here, 1 for 1 with a single.
Batter aboard.
Now
that'll bring up shortstop number 9, Brianna Gaitan.
Number 9, Brianna Gaitan heading to the plate. And
courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 2, Tiffany
courtesy
Garza.
runner coming in, number 2, Tiffany Garcia is going to come in for Cavazos at first base. We're gonna get an out right there as she tried to steal second. She got it, wasn't able to get to third. So that's gonna be out number 1. That's gonna be Tiffany Garcia heading back to the dugout. So a 2-1 count now. Actually a 2-1 count. Had it correct the first time for Gaitan. And she's going to foul that one off, and there goes strike number 2. Now we're in a 2-2 count. No runners on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike number 3, and strikeout number 2, I believe, for Bettis. She gets her second strikeout.
Bring up center fielder number 3, Leandra Covarrubias.
Second strikeout of the game for Maddie Bettis. Now up next, Leandra Luvacubrias comes to the plate with strike number 1 off of the first pitch. And 2 outs, no runners on. And she's going to have another foul ball, and that's going to be strike number 2. And ball number 1 is going to follow. So a 1-2 count there for Lovarrubias. Swing and a miss, strike number 3. And that's going to be strikeout number 3 and out number 3 there for Bettis. So that's going to do it here for the bottom of the, or just for the second inning in general. We'll be right back after we come back. It's going to be the Lady Pirates out of Corpus Christi, London, coming to the plate up next. It's still leading 12-1 after 2.
North Sam Houston in San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Welcome back here. Top of the third is where we're at here in Bishop, Texas. Neutral site between the Santa Rosa Warriors and the Corpus Christi London Pirates.
Like we have a new pitcher for Santa Rosa.
New pitcher coming in for Santa Rosa is going to be Lucy Garcia. Stepping into the circle here in the third.
Top of the third is second baseman number 4, Nora Garcia.
Nora Garcia is going to have her third time here, third round at the plate. She's 1 for 1 right now with an RBI and a single. She fouls that one off. Strike number 1 on the board. Ball number 1 to follow. 1-1 count now for Garcia. She hits one off of the shoulder, rolling off of the glove of the third baseman. She's going to have another single. This time it's just 2 for 2 now and a single. Now Kiki Salinas up next, number 8. She had a 2 RBI double in the first at-bat and a single at her last at-bat. She's 2 for 2 right now. Let's see if she can make it 3 for 3 with a runner on first. She hits one up.
The shallow left field.
Splitting right between the shortstop and the right fielder. She's going to reside there at first base. Another base hit. That puts runners on first and second now for the Pirates. Lady Pirates taking this one step at a time.
First baseman number 16, Katie McBride.
Katie McBride now up next. She had an RBI and a single her last at bat, 1 for 1 currently. As that goes into the dirt, rolling, and for ball number 1. Two-0 count now. Another ball. Make that ball number 3. And that rolling into the dirt. McBride waiting for the perfect pitch, warming up. She's got runners on first and second. And now it's going to be ball number 4 out of the zone. She's going to walk her way to first base, and that's going to load up the bases now for number 6, Sarah
Center fielder
Elizondo.
number 6, Sarah Elizondo.
Elizondo's now working with loaded bases, no runners on. She's gonna hit one off, not able to keep it
Just foul
between the
on the third base
lines.
line.
It's gonna be foul ball number 1 and strike number 1. She sails that one up, going towards right field.
Foul
That's
ball.
not going to stay in. It's going to be another foul ball.
No balls,
And
2
another strike. So Elizondo now working with an 0-2 count. To count. Garcia with the upper hand right now. Waiting for strike number 3, and she's not going to get it. It's going to put Elizondo now in a 1-2 count. With runners on first, second, and third. That's going to be ball number 2. So a 2-2 count now, evening it up. Now a full count after ball number 3. Even the catcher had to send up for that last pitch. So now Garcia in the circle has a decision. Bring in another runner for the Pirates or send Elizondo back to the dugout. And she's gonna have another shot at it as Elizondo swings at it, fouls it off. So we're still stuck in a full count here for Sarah Elizondo. She's going to get ball number 4, and she's going to walk her way to first base now.
Ball 4 to Elizondo.
Another runner coming in. Bases are going to stay loaded. Everyone's going to move over 1. This time it's number 12.
Right fielder number 12, Vanessa Sanchez.
Sanchez is going to have ball number 1 right there. That rolls off of the dirt into the catcher's glove. Swing and a miss. We're going to get strike number 1. Now 1-1 count there for Sanchez. As ball number 2 follows. She's now in a 2-1 count. Another ball rolling off of the ground. It's going to be ball number 3, a 3-1 count now for Sanchez. And there goes Sanchez walking her way to first base.
Ball 4 to Sanchez.
Another walk for Sanchez. She's been walked all 3 times. With all 3 at-bats. And another runner is going to come in to make it 14-1.
Left fielder Olivia Perez.
Now up next, number 13, Olivia Perez, Had an RBI single in the last at bat. She sails it up to the catcher. That goes straight to her glove. So back to the pitcher, excuse me. That's going to be out number 1. And the Lady Pirates get the first out on the board now. Still bases loaded.
Pitcher number 3, Maddie
Number
Perez.
3, Maddie Perez is up next. She's 1 for 2 at the plate right now. Had a 2 RBI triple her last at bat. Almost had an in the park home run. And 3 strikeouts in the circle. She gets strike number 1. 0 for 1 right now. 1 out, and bases loaded. And she's gonna foul that one off, so strike number 2. There goes Perez hitting one off, splitting up the shortstop. That's going to be another RBI single there on the board. As bring in another runner. It's going to be 15-1 now.
Designated player number 7, Kaylin De Leon.
Now up next is going to be Kaylin De Leon at the plate. Bases loaded. Only runner on first and second right now. She's in a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. I believe that's going to be out number 3. Had runners on third base and a runner on first base trying to advance. That's why they got out. So that's going to do it here for the 3rd inning. 15-1 is the score. Corpus Christi London leading as the Lady Warriors out of Santa Rosa High School have their next at-bat in the 4th after this commercial break. Excuse me, as we take it to the bottom of the 3rd after this commercial break here with Real Sports Live.
A nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the 3rd, we're back. Lillian Lopez, number 6. The last batter on the lineup before we reset is at the plate right now. And strike number 1 is going to start off here at the bottom of the 3rd. Lopez with their first at bat. Ball number 1 is going to follow the strike, so 1-1 count now. And there goes Lopez
Ball
hitting
into the
one
gap, left
off,
field.
splitting left and center as she rounds second. And she's going to stay safe at first. A
Leadoff single for
single
Lopez.
base hit right there for Lopez, 1 for 1 with a single. Now up next as the lineup resets, number 5.
And that'll bring up left fielder number 5,
Aaliyah Garcia. Garcia working with the runner on first, no outs. She got walked her first at bat. As Llewellyn, the catcher, was ready to throw it to second. The runner from Santa Rosa tried advancing. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Out 1, out 2 with a double play right there from Bettis to McBride. We got to take a look at that replay. We're going to give it to you just before we head back to commercial break.
Catcher number 12, Brandy Anaya.
That's 2 outs. Now up next, Brandy Anaya up at the plate. No runners on for Santa Rosa anymore. As Anaya gets ball number 1 thrown her way. Here comes another one flying up over the shortstop to left field.
1 on, 2 outs.
That's going to be a base hit single
For
right
the
there.
pitcher,
1 for
number 11,
1.
Lucy Garcia.
Now up next, Lucy Garcia, number 11 at the plate. She's 1 for 1 right now with a RBI and a double with her first at bat. Let's see if she can stay consistent on this next pitch. That goes high for the catcher for ball number 1. 1-0 count early. And strike number 1 follows, a 1-1 count. High for ball number 3, or ball number 2, pitch number 3. A 2-1 count there for Garcia. Off the mark, going to second base, and she's going to be safe. Able to steal second. Throw is just a bit off.
Anaya steals second base in
To
scoring
Roden.
position. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Roden playing shortstop right now. A 3-1 count here for Garcia. She hits one off, going to be a foul ball. And Garcia's going to make that a full count. Bet is here with an opportunity to get her first strikeout, her 4th strikeout, first of the inning. And she's going to get ball number 4 instead. So now runners on first and
Ball
second
4 to
here
Garcia.
for
That'll bring up first baseman, number 14, Kylie Flores.
Kylie Flores. She's going to be working with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Hopeful not to be the 3rd and final of the inning. Starting off with ball number 1. Ball number 2 follows. So a 2-0 count early. And strike number 1. So That advances runners from first and second to second and third. After an error there by the third baseman, not able to get the out in time. It's a 2-1 count here for Flores. Get a ground out.
And on third base, Salinas.
And they throw it over to first to McBride, and that's going to be out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the third inning now. We'll be right back with inning number 4. And the Lady Pirates back at the plate. 15-1 is the lead here. We'll be right back after this commercial break and a message from our sponsors on Real Sports Live.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation
and a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash.
Player number 7.
We are back here for the 4th inning. Top of the 4th to be exact. We started off with Kaylin De Leon. She's going to be starting it off here for us. She's 2 for 2 at the plate with a single at her first at bat and a single at her second. Starting off 1-0, 1 ball, no strikes. She's going to foul that next pitch off for strike number 1. As the Pirates out of Corpus Christi, London lead 15-1 entering the 4th. And ball number 2 is going to follow. So a ball, a strike, and back to a ball. That puts De Leon in a 2-1 count. She's going to get one off. Able to keep it in play as it rolls off of the
third base line.
Third base. She's going to be good there at first base with another single.
Award for the catcher, number 18.
Now 3 for 3. Singles all the way around. Now Corley Llewellyn up next. She's 2 for 3. Had a single her last at bat. She's going to swing at that pitch that's pretty high. We're going to have another out. It's going to be an anticipated runner there, I believe. De Leon's going to be out at first. Llewellyn getting ball number 1 with a 1-1 count. The Wallen's going to get hit right on the foot. Going to send her to first base.
The Wallen's hit by the pitch. She'll make her way down to first base.
Now up next, Nora
Second
Garcia.
baseman, number 4, Nora Garcia.
Number 4 is going to be at the plate now. Garcia with a single, her last at bat. She's currently 2 for 2. And another anticipated runner is going to be out, number 2 there for the Lady Pirates. As Garcia's going to get a hit off from the shortstop, trying to race it to first, and out number 3.
Nice stretch by Flores for out number 3.
It's going to do it here for the top of the 4th. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th. A quick top of the 4th for the Lady Pirates. We'll be right back here with Real Sports Live. Stay tuned, stay with us, as we got you covered for some playoff softball.
Blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rosa Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memory.
And we're back here, bottom of the 4th now. London up 15-1.
And we have noticed several people walking their trash down to the receptacles down there. We'd like to tell you how much we appreciate that. Help keep our park clean. Thank you very much.
Up next is going to be number 7, Leslie Flores, at the plate for the Lady Warriors. The start of the bottom of the 4th, and they're at bat. It's going to be strike number 1 with a swing and a miss.
Right fielder number 7, Leslie Flores.
She's going to get one off, and it's going to be out there at first. Not able to get to first base in time. Flores will be out with a ground out. She got walked. She had to walk her last at bat. Not the case here.
At the plate is number 2, Tiffany Garza.
Now Tiffany Garcia's up next. She's going to get strike number 1 off of the first pitch. Ball just a bit high even for the Wallen to stand up and reach for it. It's going to be ball 1, a 1-1 count now here for Garcia. Ball number 2 low and into the dirt. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. I believe that to be strike number 2. It is a 2-2 count there. You see it signaled by the umpire, the man behind the plate. Another foul ball, not gonna matter.
Garza hustling down the first base. That ball is just fouled on the third baseline.
Scoreboard. That goes back into the dirt. It's a 3-2 count.
Ball 4. Garza make her way down to first base.
That's going to be ball number
One on,
4.
one out.
They're going to walk
For your shortstop,
Garcia to
number 9,
first
Brianna Gaitan.
base. Now up next is going to be Brianna Gaitan, number 9. Gaitan got struck out her last at bat. And we're going to have out number 2 there at first base.
Throw there.
McBride.
Over to first base for out number 2.
The first base guru. She's protecting first base with her life. Not letting anybody get by. 2 outs right now, starting off 1-0 count for Gaitan.
Ball 4 to Gaitan.
That's going to be ball number 4.
Runner at first, 2
That's
outs.
going to send her to first. So
And
puts a
that'll bring
runner
up
on
center
first.
fielder number 3, Leandra Covarrubias.
Now up next is going to be Leandro Lovarrubias. She's going to get a hit off. Going to go to third base from Salinas to McBride, and that does it here for the 4th inning. Corpus Christi London still on top, 15-1. As I believe we'll be back here right after this inning for the 5th. After this commercial break here with Real Sports Live.
237 North Sam Houston in San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Top of the fifth is what we are at right now.
Leading off the top of the fifth, third baseman, number 8, Kiki Salinas.
It's going to be number 8, Kiki Salinas. She's 3 for 3 at the plate right now with a single her last at bat. She's going to get hit off of the first pitch. Shaking it off just a bit. She's going to have ball number 1. Salinas sails that one up. Pitcher's got it. That's out number 1.
And Garcia makes the catch for out number 1. First baseman, number 16, Katie McBride.
Katie McBride up next. She got walked her last at bat. Currently 1 for 1. Being walked twice with an RBI and a single on the stat sheet. She's going to foul that one right down the third base line for strike number 1. As McBride heads that one up straight to second base, it's going to be out number 2. And that's going to bring up now number 6, Sarah Elizondo.
Lopez de Flores for out number 2.
Elizondo got walked
Sarah
right
Elizondo.
now, 0 for 1 on the day as she sails that one up over the net. That's going to hit the top, a little cover that's on top of us. It's going to be strike number 1. Elizondo has 2 strikes on the board right now, 0 for 1 on the count. No runners on. She's going to sail that straight to the back to the pitcher and another out. That's going to do it here for the top of the 5th. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th. After this, another quick commercial break here with Real Sports Live. Stay tuned, stay with us. We got you covered. Playoff baseball.
Funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at...
We're back here, Real Sports Live, bottom of the 5th. Up first to bat is going to be, I believe that's number 6, Lillian Lopez at the plate right now. She's going to start off for her Lady Warriors. I got strike number 1, a 1-1 count now. As she hits one up straight to the shortstop, back to McBride at first, and out number 1 for
Roden to McBride for out number 1.
the Lady Warriors. Now up next as the lineup resets, it's going to be number 5, Aaliyah Garcia at the plate.
Number 5, Aaliyah Garcia.
we get strike number 1. Two 1 count for Garcia. She hits that one off back to the shortstop, out to McBride at first, and that's out number 2. And now it's Parker Roden to McBride.
Please, no spectators are allowed on the playing field. Wait for your players behind the dugouts, please. Once again, no spectators allowed on the field.
One more out, and I believe this to be the ball game. A 1-0 count to start it off for number 12, Brandy Anaya. As ball number 2 follows. High for ball number 3. It's a 3-0 count right now for Anaya. And she's going to get walked to first base after ball number 4. So it's going to put a runner on first there for the Lady Warriors. Now that's going to bring on Lucy Garcia. She got into starting the pitch here in the second. And now she's at the plate. We're going to have strike number 1 off of the first pitch from Bettis. Hitting that out to McBride, and she's going to catch that. And they're going to have her safe. Looked like McBride had that. Didn't even touch the floor. Apparently the umpires did not see any of that. So I was going to put a runner on first and second there for the Lady Warriors. We have a player shaking up at first.
Number 14, Kylie Flores.
Now Kylie Flores up next at the plate. Number 14. Flores is currently 0 for 1 on the count, or on her at bat. She had a ground out her last at bat. She hits one straight to Pettis, back in the circle, and that's out number 3. And that does it for the ball game. The late Corpus Christi, London Lady.
They will be playing the winner of Santa Gertrudis
Pirates.
and Lyford, who I believe has game 1 this evening.
Yeah, you heard it there by the PA announcer. Santa Gertrudis versus Lyford, game 1 at 6 p.m. tonight, and they're going to figure out who Corpus Christi London will be playing probably by Monday. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching from Corpus, from Santa Rosa. I'm Brandon Guzman on the mic, Eduardo Guzman on the camera. Once again, thank you. Everyone have a safe trip home and have a great rest of your weekend here, and all from Real Sports Live.